I'm spraying using a cheap dark grey spray paint, partly because it's cheap, but partly because dark grey is the sort of look that I want. And I'm going in circular motions, which gives a nice even spray. This is MDF, which is a very flat wood anyway, and it really seems to go on nicely onto this. What I've done here is made a crater, rucked up the track and put some exploded wagon parts in there. There's a wheel set and bogey and that sort of thing, and that represents part of the track that's exploded. Of course the trains won't run down that part. My boats are in, and now I'm going to add some PVA over the muddy area in an attempt to seal that, make that more robust. So this is my PVA water mix. It's 50-50 PVA, and I've also added a few drops of detergent. That's ordinary washing up liquid, and then I will pipette or syringe that onto my layout, and overnight that should harden. Now that's not going on very well, and that's because this isn't wetted down yet. I need to wet it first. So I get a water spray. You can even put PVA and water mix in this if you want to, but if I just wet that first, that should help the PVA to go on better. Yeah, it's starting to spread. I don't want to water it down too much because I do actually want it to glue. PVA water mix, and that's a 50-50 mix with a drop of detergent. There's also detergent and water in the spray. Doing this outside should mean it dries nice and quickly. You can even put the glue in the sprayers and apply it that way. When you get a clump of glue, it's a good idea just to break it down with your finger, as sometimes that part would not dry clear, but generally it does dry clear. A quick update then on where we are with aftermath layout. The donut diffusers or humidifiers are in there, so they're ready to do their stuff. I only put them on probably occasionally because they do create quite a lot of condensation. So they're installed. I just need to wait for my birthday when I get my tank, my Sopwith Camel and my ruined houses, so I can paint them all up and fit them on the layout. I've done the back scenes, sprayed them with the dark grey. Got my corner plastic pieces in place, L-shaped section that just hold it there with Velcro. I've got an SS1 controller that's no good. I need an SS2A again, which is like the one I've got in there, and that's because this one needs a speed controller to work with it. It's just purely a shuttle. I don't want to use a speed controller, so I'm going to have to get an SS2A again, which is a speed controller and shuttle. I'm putting various layers of... oh, it's windy. I've got various layers of varnish on here. I've put 3 on so far. I might use water effects as well just to build that up, I'm not sure yet, or I might have it as a sort of dried out riverbed with just a bit of water in it. I've got my pillbox installed. That's something I got quite cheaply. I've also got, laying across the garden, some barbed wire. Let's get this out. This is a couple of £2 on eBay. 1/72 scale barbed wire that I can stretch out and install in pieces on the layout. I've also got to get some infantry, some artillery, and other bits and pieces for my birthday. Oh, and I've got some handles as well that I can attach to the layout to lift it up. My USB plug adapters for the humidifiers. Oh, and one final thing. Yes, a big thank you goes out to Mark, otherwise known as Western Centurion Channel. He very, very kindly sent me this book. It's quite a thick one and all, about wartime stories, Mark I tanks and things like that. It's going to be good to read, will inspire me while I'm waiting for my model kits to read these stories and get some ideas of what the tank men actually did. I plan to have a Mark I tank coming up about here, coming out of the river. So yeah, thanks very much, Mark. It was really decent of you. You didn't have to do that. Really nice of you to recommend it, and then you went and got it for me. Thank you very much. So shout out to Western Centurion and his channel. Oh, and one other PS. I've been having problems with my edit software, so if all of a sudden Calvertfilm goes quiet for a little while, you'll know why. I'll find another way of uploading, so we'll see how things go.